You did not answer the question. Why did the president send out his press secretary, who's not just the spokesperson for Donald Trump, he also serves as the spokesperson for all of America at times. He speaks for all of the country at times. Why put him out there for the very first time in front of that podium to utter a provable falsehood? It's a small thing, but the first time he confronts the public, it's a falsehood?
Chuck, I mean, if we're going to keep referring to our press secretary in those types of terms, I think that we're going to have to rethink our relationship here. I want to have a great open relationship with our press, but look what happened the day before, talking about falsehoods. We allowed the press to come into the Oval Office and witness President Trump signing executive orders. And of course, the Senate had just confirmed General Mattis and General Kelly to their 2 posts, and we allow the press in, and what happens almost immediately? A falsehood is told about removing the bust of Martin Luther King Jr. from the Oval Office. That's just flat out false. And
it was corrected immediately.
Chuck, why was it said? Chuck, why was it said in the first place? Because everybody's so presumptively negative.
The head of that reporter.
That it's okay. No, excuse me. Oh, no. That reporter was writing on behalf of the press pool. That falsehood got spread 3,000 times before it was corrected.
Excuse
and
me.
it's still out there.
Excuse, and you did not answer the question.
I did answer
No, you did not. You did not answer the question of why the president asked the White House press secretary to come out in front of the podium for the first time and utter a falsehood. Why did he do that? It undermines the credibility of the entire White House press office on day one.
Don't be so overly dramatic about it, Chuck. You're saying it's a falsehood, and they're giving Sean Spicer, our press secretary, gave alternative facts to that. But the point remains.
Alternative facts, 4 of the 5 facts he uttered. The one thing he got right was Zeke Miller. 4 of the 5 facts he uttered were just not true. Look, alternative facts are not facts. They're falsehoods.
Chuck, do you think it's a fact or not that millions of people have lost their plans, their health insurance, and their doctors under President Obama? Do you think it's a fact that everything we heard...
Y'all. Kellyanne Conway is a verbal pimp. I don't know, y'all. She lies in her sleep. So she's obviously paid well to do it. So it's just amazing to me how she paused for a second, which means that she was thinking, y'all, she wouldn't know the truth if it rang her doorbell and it punched her on her face. Okay, that's just how bad it is right now. But let's do a reading on her alternative facts and see what happens. She's like that pulpit pimp who knows how to maneuver through words and conversations in order to get let's learn something about Kellyanne Conway. Let's learn about her. I actually want to learn about her early life, what molded her into being who she is. So Kellyanne Conway, Kellyanne Conway, Kellyanne Conway. Spirit is saying she's always been somebody who actually she considers herself to be a feminist. She's a feminist. So she's always felt that she had to defend her intelligence or show that she is more intelligent. Politics was actually not something she wanted to go into early on in life. She actually wanted to do something different or something else. It wasn't politics, it was something else. And I think in her 30s, like mid 30s or like between 33 to 35, she made some type of major career change. So something majorly changed around that time in her life where she just like decided. She's always had her eyes on money. She's a money driven person. She is not about not having, okay? So that's the first energy I'm seeing. She will never be broke. Even if, no, it's just no. It's kind of like, I'd rather be dead than be broke. So financial stability is one of the things that kind of pushes her in life. So Spirit, we're about to ask about Anne Conway and the early years of her life. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. It was good. It was good. It was actually pretty good. She had a lot of role models in her life. She watched a lot of people in her family succeed at what she wanted to do. She's most definitely not the only child, and I don't think she's the only daughter either. So I think she has a few sisters. Yeah, all of them were very goal oriented. Like, so she grew up in a family that kind of knew, it's kind of like, you know how you know people in high school, they knew they did well in high school, that they did well in college, and then well in whatever they kind of pursued. I feel like her and her siblings kind of followed what they wanted to do. So she grew up in a very close-knit family. Something happened though. Something happened where her lifestyle changed, or their lifestyle changed. I almost feel like an early death or an unexpected death put her mother in a very weird financial bind. It's like they were making money, but her mother had to get tighter with it. So it's showing a sudden, to me it's weird. I don't think her dad died. It just feels like a swift transition where money wasn't as accessible, or her mother had to tighten up. Yeah, they saw a quick change in their lifestyle. And it's funny because I feel like her parents put a lot into their children to become successful. So it's like they're watching, waiting for their kids to become successful, because I feel like her parents had to make a lot of cutbacks. Something about frugal. So it's like, I almost feel like she grew up on a farm, or she grew up somewhere that was a little bit more like royal, or more so in the outskirts, not really watching a lot of like TV, not really doing a lot of those actual things. Yeah, they had some type of financial bind. It was like bad at first, but then it calmed down, and then very tight-knit. Very tight-knit. Yup. They had to get better with money. They had to learn how to store money, make money. I almost want to ask if her dad or if one of her parents was a farmer or had land. It feels very country. It feels very royal. So they were tight with money. Now I want to, after this like reading, I'm going to Google and see what she says about her childhood and see how this actually matches up. Her dad was a very hard working man. So I do see that. I just see she spent a lot of time in the country. Like that's all I see. A kid who had a country childhood, who wasn't really into like TV and stuff, spent a lot of time outside playing with her siblings. But the funny thing is, I think she wanted to leave her hometown. very early on. I think she knew that she would not really have, there weren't that many opportunities. So she was aware. So she knew early on that she had to like leave. So that's her early years. So now we know where she comes from. It's kind of like from humble, tight-knit type of family, a hard-working father, and a resourceful mother. All right, so why don't we see her, what molded to get her spirit, what made her into who she is, what made her into the woman, the verbal savage that she is. Kellyanne Conway. Kellyanne Conway. Kellyanne Conway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. She was put, okay, she was put in situations early on in her life where she kind of had, she lost, straight up. She lost big. Very early on in life, I feel in her 20s, she lost. She lost big. I think she was married. I think she's on her second marriage. She had to be married before her other husband, because I feel like she was in a relationship with somebody. If it was not marriage, it's got to be someone who she was with a very long time, and he screwed her over. He literally screwed her over. It's weird with her mouth. She's always been smart, but she didn't really start speaking up or being able to verbally explain herself until she was more so in her early 30s. And her drive is the same as people in her family. Never to go broke, never to not have. Yeah, I'll talk to them later, or they can wait. So never to not have is one of her main. I always like to look at the actual center card. She had a weakness in a relationship, and it taught her a lot. Yeah, what did I say? A weakness in a real. Come on, y'all. Ooh, y'all. Damn. A weakness. I don't like how this camera. A weakness in this I probably scared the hell out of the next door neighbors. A weakness. Shit. Oh my God. Like a weakness in the actual relationship. Okay, y'all, I give up. A weakness in the actual relationship, a matter that she invested a lot of her money into. And remember, her card of swords was upside down, so she was not weaving all her strengths and all of her energies. So let's see, this is interesting. Yeah, she wasn't tapping into her strengths. When she was in like relationships, all her cards of like listening to yourself and saying what you need to like say. Early on in her life, hell no, she was very docile. Spirit is like, she wasn't docile. Okay, sorry, Spirit. She was passive aggressive. So she knew how to get what she wanted by being passive aggressive. This relationship was crazy. He was very selfish. he was very selfish, and she was very emotionally like attached to him. Wow, guys, a lot of her stuff is about money, security, wanting to feel secure. She was in a bad relationship. This relationship molded who she is now. Y'all, something about a man screwing her over pissed her off, and it molded her into the person who she is. I even feel she started having kids like later in life just because of this. It really pissed her off. Yeah, she changed her career midway in her life. She was like, because her money was like this. She made money, but she wanted more financial stability. So her money, after that relationship, y'all, homegirl went on a tangent. She was like, fuck that shit. I'm not about to get caught up in no man. I will never allow a man to take my self-esteem, blah, 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 blah. She ain't here. Nope. She's not here for it. Sorry. She's just not. So, I don't like how this camera is aimed at all. I'm about to... I don't want to stop filming. Y'all, why don't we see... So, y'all, it's actually a man that caused her to start using more of her voice and being a linguistic pimp and a magician. Just pulling words out her ass is how she became, you know, a magician. I don't know how else to like say it. So heartache made her who she is, and to never be undermined, to never be like defeated, because she will never put herself in that place where she's a mouse. Never, ever, ever, ever. She will speak her truth. Even if it's not everybody else's truth, she's gonna speak her truth. Okay, guys. So why don't we shuffle and see, okay, Spirit, what's going currently now over the Trump administration? How is Anne Conway, or whatever the hell her name is, how is she dealing with what's going on at the Trump? All right. 4, 3. Anne is like, she thinks everything is good. I mean, she's like, oh, it's good. It's all good. She's like, it's crazy, but she sees things as going well. Maybe in her like department or something, but she sees things as going well. She's like, well, everything is going fine. Things are gonna work out. She's got Donald Trump's back. She's Anne Conway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. I think I want to do it like this. This is what I've been feeling, guys. Oh yeah. Her and Donald Trump really like each other. Believe it or not, she likes his job, y'all. She likes her job. She feels like she spends quality time with her kids too. It's weird. She likes the balance of work and home life. This job, she feels, is pretty cool. Her and Donald Trump have a very, for some reason, I see her as a child sitting on his lap. I see her as a child. Don't be surprised when Donald Trump leaves office and she ends up working for him, or still having a personal tie, working for him in some, she's proven her place. Like, she's good with him, and she's making more than she even expected. Like, she was already making money when she came to work for him, but now she's stacking paper. So she's like, yeah. And something about it not being too far from her house, she has a lot of freedom, y'all. I feel like she goes in and out of the like White House. If she wants to work half a day, she does. There's more flexibility in her life. So she's like, she's not bad. She feels it's balancing off her house and work. She likes the work and whatever it's called balance in her life. So she's feeling it. She also kind of lets Donald Trump know what's going on in social media. It's weird. It's a daughter looking up to a father type of relationship, and stuff of that sort. They're actually going to take a trip together. Like, she's gonna go somewhere with him. I don't know, probably to play golf or something of that actual sort. So yeah, it's coming up. She feels like it's crazy, but Spirit is saying she's having a power trip with her words. It's like she knows her words are influential. She knows that her words can make people go right or either left. There was a time where she was literally, I don't even know how to explain this. She was literally putting the words in Donald Trump's mouth. Even though he was talking crazy, I feel like she was one of the people who was helping write out his things, or one of the actual people who played a role in it. But she's not like, she sees how her words split in half, but she still wants to keep singing though. She still wants to keep, she ain't about to stop talking. Okay, y'all, a lot of stagnation. So she's seeing a lot of stagnation in the White House. She's not seeing things moving. She's not seeing things going their way or like they expected it to. And she loves the financial gain from being in this. She absolutely loves it. She's taking pure advantage of it. She's ready to fire up. She's ready to start using some serious, she's like, we're being too nice. We're being too verbally nice. It's time for us to start using more action verbs. That's what I want to say. It's time for us to start taking more action, more movement. Y'all, I think in the like summer, we're going to see a lot of her. She's gonna be doing a lot of talking, a lot of she's gonna be doing a lot of that. She's gonna be doing a lot of talking. We're gonna see a lot of her in the summer. She's gonna be busy. I think that home to work-life balance is gonna be completely thrown out of the like window. But she talking about money, y'all. She son, y'all, she's talking about her money. She's like, excuse me, that's nice, have a nice day. Like, she's like, whatever. Like, this is all a big social move. She will keep working for Donald Trump. She will always have a place in his heart. You know, she ain't dumb. And Conway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. She know. Y'all, she's set. It is what it is. But it's funny because she's actually, she likes Europe. It keeps coming up. Like, I don't know if she'll take a trip there. But let's see. The Hierophant. The book. debauchery. It's disappointment. Y'all, she's not liking how any of this is going. She's happy being behind Donald Trump, though. She's happy being... a lot of her words is what Donald Trump speaks. Now, when he talking sideways, that's not her. But the life force, she's seeing like the actual power and the energy that this movement once had is not there. So she's seeing it. It's almost being sucked dry. And she's trying to figure out how to bring it back. How to bring back balance. How to rebuild the actual power structure. Tower. Knight of Disc. Prince of Wands. She's ready to make moves because she's tired. She's seeing things drying up, power structure being broken down, and she's ready to take all y'all motherfuckers on. In the summer, it's on and popping. Her mouth is gonna be like that parrot that won't shut the fuck up. Alright, y'all, if you want a reading, just click the description box or the comment area below. And again, conjure on.